School is out. School is out. Are you excited about that? Happy about that? Neutral? Not so happy about that? For those of you, it is hot. I'm turning on my air. Those of you who have children and they're out of school, or they're school-age children who are not homeschooled, how you feeling about summer? This will be our first week. Our kids just got out Friday, and well, my two younger children are out of school, but my oldest son won't be out until I think Thursday. And for the first week, I talked about the things we were planning to do in the last Sunday Chit Chat, so I won't go back through all of that. But for the first week, this lighting, there is like no light shining. It's cloudy today. But for the first week, I told my two younger ones that we are going to be doing some projects around the house, i.e., they need to clean out their closets. Happy, joy. That is very exciting, okay? Yeah. You know, they're probably super excited about that. First day of vacation, okay, great. Clean out your closet. It's not bad, but there's some things in there that need to come out. Last week I did the switcheroo with the winter clothes and the summer clothes, but I didn't put the winter clothes away. I just kind of took them out. So we need to do some things in their room. The kids study. We need to I have all the clothes in their little study room, so we need to get that cleaned out. You know, I have a closet in in our guest bedroom that I need to do something with, and I have some donations that I need to drop off that have just been piling up in the garage, creating a hot mess. So I need to do that, and I just want to get all that kind of done before we just like spring into summer. We're also going on vacation, and the kids know we're going on vacation, but they don't know where. So I have some things to, and I'm not going to say in case they happen to come across this video before we go. Yeah, so the first week we'll just be doing some household projects and getting ready for vacation. The next week we will do some activities, and after that we go on vacation, and then we come back and, you know, we'll roll right into the things we have going on. What is going on? I'm on my way to the store. I did not go shopping. Let me back out. I did not go shopping this week, so we have no groceries, and I'm sleepy. I'm kind of tired. It was kind of a busy week, and this weekend was pretty involved also. So I am not going to get groceries. I'm just really going to get something to prepare for dinner. Yeah, because I did not cook anything for dinner. Last night we were out, and all day Saturday I was pretty much occupied. And then today I did a little bit of work after church, and so I haven't prepared any dinner. And I don't have anything just to throw on the table, if you will. So I'm going to head to Publix. I have no idea what I'm going to get. What do you cook when you're in a pinch like this? So I'm going to figure that out and then go home and get some dinner. This weekend, my husband and I attended this event, seminar. It was for married couples. And oh my gosh, it was so good. There's a couple, and I'll leave their Instagram information in the description box, but they're a couple that talks about marriage, and they talk about not missing out on any good thing that God would have for us in marriage. And they talk a lot about your sexual relationship. This particular event, they got into it a little bit at the end, but not too specific, but it is one of the topics that they are known for talking to really candidly and raw. And But the things they talked about all impact your sexual relationship. My storage may go out, so I may have to pause and come back later and finish. But I want to share what jumped out at me. A lot of it jumped out at me. It started at 7. I don't think we got out of there until maybe 10. We were there for a while. But yeah, they talk about sex a lot and okay, so yes, they talk pretty candidly about sex, but they kind of got into that this weekend, but not so much. But everything was kind of like indirectly relates to intimacy in your marriage relationship. But one of the things that stood out to me that was one of my takeaways was they described their relationship as a relationship where they serve each other, and they serve each other in a way as if they're trying to outdo each other with serving. So meaning they're more mindful of serving each other than they are about meeting their own needs. And so it just really created this idea or image or picture in my mind of just wanting to do for each other, and they mentioned too, like, not trying to parent one another. So for an example, and I'm going to get back to the other part, but one of the things that I heard them say on, I think it was a Facebook Live video, was the husband, Minister Mike, he was putting away laundry because they don't do things based on gender, where a lot of times you think, well, the woman is supposed to do the laundry, so that's what she does. And they don't base that on gender. It's based on just however they work it out in their household, and it's everyone's responsibility. But anyway, so one day he was putting away laundry, and the kids had put their clothes inside out, and so he was instructing the kids that, you're gonna have to turn your clothes the right way so that when they come out, they're not, you don't have to reverse them. They're just, you don't have them inside out. And his wife, Connie, said, oh, I have to do right. I had to free up some storage. So his wife, Connie, when she heard him talking to the kids or about the kids with leaving their clothes inside out, she said, oh, I have to do better with that. And he said, no, you are not my child. I'm not parenting or training you. Turning your clothes the right way is a service. I do that to serve you. But for the children, I am training them. And I thought, wow, because, how often do we, treat our spouse, whether you're a husband or a wife, you treat your spouse like you're training him or her. You're training them like you're raising them, like they're your children. Oh, you need to put this up. And I know when you're in a environment where you're living, you have a shared space. I get it. But I love that he said, no, when I do that for you, I am serving you. And so it really made me sit back and just think about, wow, whenever I pick up after my husband, or I wash his dish, or I don't need to think, oh man, I wish he would just wash his plate. Why didn't he wash his plate? When he puts jelly on toast, just put the jelly up. I can get frustrated about things like that. But instead of getting frustrated, how much of a blessing would it be for me to see it as a way that I'm serving him? And so the other night when they talked about serving one another, and just to the point that they just kind of it's like they're outdoing each other. Like he said it's to the point to where they have to convince the other one to inhale, because one is like, no, I can do this for you. No, I can do it. Why would you do it? I can do it for you. Allow me to do this for you. And I thought, wow, that is a blessing. And so I just took away from that, for me, that every day I want to think about how I can serve my husband. Every day I want to think about how I can love on him and how I can best serve him, and even ask him if, if I don't have any ideas or if I feel led to do so, to say, hey, babe, hun, how can I serve you today? And I've never asked my husband, how can I serve you today? I've definitely asked him, as it relates to our business, do you need my help today? I can help you 2 days out of the week, but just to say, how can I serve you today? Or, what is it that I can do for you today that would make your day better? I mean, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So that's been on my mind. And I mean, it was really just that. And as they talked about the sexual relationship, it really I mean, I know it was God, because when we came home, and it may have been the next morning, it was the next morning, we had a very long conversation. And I mentioned those married couple conversations in another Sunday chit chat as well, but it was really good. I mean, we really talked about a lot of things, and it really caused us to really bring some things out that needed to be discussed. And we just needed to talk. And when we went to church today, the pastor was literally pinpointing things that we talked about yesterday. And so, I don't know, it was just very cleansing, encouraging, and we got confirmation regarding our conversation at church. And so, of course, we're like nudging each other and looking at each other like, wow, we were just talking about that. So it was really good. And so, we've been married, it'll be 17 years this year in August. And it's really a beautiful journey. And I think that, wow, I mean, the things that you learn, the wisdom you gather, you just would never expect. The healing that takes place. And if you think about if you've ever broken a bone and the process it takes to heal the bone, it doesn't always feel good. It isn't always easy. And even after it heals, I know when I broke my leg, even after my cast was removed, I limped for a while, and it took me years to begin to walk normal again. And every now and again when I hit that knee, it hurts really bad. But I'm fine now. And so I have found in our years that our marriage is a safe place for us to heal past hurts. It's a safe place for us to heal things that happen to us as children, things we experienced as children. And it's also a place for us to heal hurt that's been inflicted by one another. And that's not an easy thing to do at all. It's not easy at all. But it can be very beautiful when you can realize and step back for a moment and realize exactly what's happening and exactly what's going on. And when you can understand the process that you're in, and you can understand what is actually happening, you can have a vision together that you are committed to one another and you are committed to pressing forward. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. And I want to know, those of you who are married, what you think about this, and those of you who are thinking about being married, what you think about it. Because I think that it's so hard to explain to someone who isn't married or who is about to get married what happens in marriage. And when certain things start to come up, it's easy to turn and go after the person you're married to as the blame. But a lot of times those things, you're triggering it in each other to bring it up to heal, not to turn against each other. And the whole process, for those of us who are believers and we believe that we become one when we're married, is not a natural process at all. And it is just a process of learning to know who you are in Christ, know who you are. And sometimes you don't know who you are. I was 23 when I got married. I knew very little about myself compared to what I know about myself now. And in the process of getting to know yourself, you're getting to know the person you're married to. You're learning to trust them. Sometimes you get upset about things and you don't really know why you're upset, so you just blame the other person, not realizing that sometimes those things are coming from you. And so then that person has to react or respond to you, and you to your spouse. And so there is just so much that goes on in this walk, in this journey of marriage. And it's just a really beautiful thing that the vocabulary of words is just very limiting to even express. But that was on my heart because we went to that seminar or meeting the other night, and just really invigorated us and really gave us a vision, and really helped us to sit down and talk some things out, some things that were challenging to bring up, but it just really encouraged us to evolve our relationship, because just as we evolve, our marriage evolves. And one thing I said to my husband, I said, I really want to focus on not so much of this is the role of the husband, this is the role of the wife, but I really want to focus on me and you as individuals together. I'm doing this for you. I'm doing these things for you because I love you, and not because like these are roles or these are things that I'm governed by because I'm a wife or because you're a husband. But I wanted to really get back to the Lionel and Jennifer, the him and the me of the matter, and connecting that way. So anyway, my storage is running out, so I will conclude this when I get back home, because I keep having to stop and delete and record. So I'm gonna conclude here, run into Publix, where shopping is a pleasure, and I'll conclude when I get home. Okay, I'll see you then. Hey, I'm back, and it is several hours later, and I got some of the video footage that I had on the camera off so that I can come back and conclude. As you can see, the room I was telling you about that we have to work on this week, aka this week, aka tomorrow, is this room. It's our study. I can leave a link or put it in a card or something, a video that shows you a tour of this room when it looks a little better. But it's a little different now than it was, I think, when I did the last little tour. I did the tour to give some ideas for if you wanted to create a space for your kids to do projects and homework. And I have an art table right there, and that's just an old table, and it has paint already on it. And so, I don't, get all, bent out of shape if it gets messed up, because it's already messed up. So it's actually pretty cute the way it has paint on it, and they can paint there. This is an old dining room table behind me, and they can do one of my sons does his homework there, and then I have another desk where my other son does his homework. But I went through their summer clothes and things, and I went through their winter clothes. Went through their winter clothes and did the big switcheroo with the summer clothes, and it's in here. All on the floor. See? All on the floor. And oh yeah, here's a big bag behind me, and these are clothes that winter clothes. Some of them from my middle son I'll be able to probably keep for my younger son. So we've got to go through that, and I just kind of pulled a bunch of things out, and my oldest son had a project for school, and he used some paint and stuff back there that he didn't put up, so I'm gonna have to get him in here to take care of his things and empty out some book bags and just get this room cleared out and together. So I was just in here working on uploading a mommy empowerment video. And so yeah, I actually ended up cooking today for dinner curry chicken and steamed rice and dinner rolls. So I got the curry chicken, as you saw, at Publix, but I purchased it. It was not already cooked, but it was seasoned, and it was decent. It was okay. Not as I wanted it. I would have liked to have had more of a salty taste on it, because my palate is more salty for some reason, and my husband thinks sometimes I over salt because of that. But it did what it needed to do. I didn't hear anyone complain thus far. So that's what we had, and it had the peppers and onions and things like that already in it too. So I just got a couple of packs of that and put it in the pan and cooked it and steamed the rice and popped the rolls in the oven, and we were good to go. So I am going to close out here. We're going to watch a movie. One of the things that we started doing this school year was once a week, when we'd go to the library once a week, and then, okay, I'm running out of time. We'd watch a movie once a week that we'd go to the library on Monday, and I'd pick out a movie that they've never seen that they probably would not have picked out on their own, but one that I like Babe, Home Alone 2, or Home Alone 1. No, we watched Home Alone 2. Movies like that, and then during the week, we'd watch them on one day a week after school. I'm having issues today with this storage space. But anyway, so this time around, my husband asked if I would check for the movie Sandlot. And we were able to get Sandlot from the library. And so the boys and my husband, they want to watch it. So I'm going to close out here so I can go watch that with them. That is one that my husband really likes. And I think it is actually a newer version. I'm not sure if it's the original or the new one, because it looked like it was like 3 versions. But anyway, we got one of the versions of the movie. So we're going to watch that and get started with our first week of summer break and pull this together. This is just such a lovely background for a video, right? I mean, who would do that? Anyway, that's what I like about these videos. I just pick up the camera, hope I don't have any food in my teeth or on my face, and regardless of where I am, I just start and chit chat. So anyway, I thank you for taking the time to tune in. This is Busy Being Mom. If you are new or this is your first time here, welcome. And I'm welcoming you at the end. And for some reason, I forget to welcome you in the beginning of the Sunday Chit Chats. I just pop in and I just start talking. But anyway, welcome. My name is Jennifer, and I like to upload a variety of videos, but my main purpose for starting this channel is to inspire you to be happy, live full, and love life as I am being inspired to do the same. And I draw inspiration from you. I draw inspiration from people around me, from my life experiences, from people here on YouTube. I just allow God to really minister to me through all the open channels available to me and all of the experiences and variety of ways that he can speak to me and express himself to me. I receive it and I share it with you in various ways. So I thank you so much for watching. Be happy, live full, love life. I hope you enjoyed this sort of vlog style Sunday chit chat, and I look forward to interacting with you in the comments below. I will see you in the next video. Be happy, live full, love life, and have a happy, blessed day. I'll see you in the next video.